Elizabeth Comen's All in Her Head, The Truth and Lies Early Medicine Taught Us About Women's Bodies and Why It Matters Today, is a powerful blend of medical history, feminist critique, and urgent social commentary. As a physician at Memorial Sloan Kettering, Comen brings both professional expertise and historical insight to uncover how centuries of medical practice have misunderstood, dismissed, and pathologized women's bodies. Her book is not only a history of healthcare, but also a call to reclaim agency and reshape medicine for the future. The book begins with Comen's central thesis. The phrase "all in her head" has long been used to dismiss women's pain, suffering, and experiences. She insists that this dismissal is not accidental, but rooted in centuries of medical bias, where women's bodies were treated as mysterious, unstable, and inferior. Her narrative is infused with urgency and empathy, seeking to dismantle myths and restore dignity to women's health. A central theme of the book is the historical roots of medical misogyny. Comen traces how early physicians and scientists constructed narratives about women's bodies, hysteria, wandering wombs, fragile nerves, that justified dismissing their symptoms. She shows how these myths persisted in modern medicine, shaping diagnoses, treatments, and attitudes. Her reflections highlight the enduring impact of these falsehoods, showing how they continue to harm women today. The narrative is enriched with vivid explorations of key topics. Hysteria, the infamous diagnosis that pathologized women's emotions and justified dismissing their pain. Reproductive health, how women's fertility and sexuality were medicalized and controlled. Cancer and chronic illness, the ways women's symptoms were minimized or misdiagnosed. Mental health, how women's psychological struggles were often attributed to weakness rather than trauma or biology. Modern implications, how historical biases still shape medical practice today, from pain management to research funding. Comen also shares personal and professional stories. She recounts encounters with patients whose pain was dismissed, whose diagnoses were delayed, and whose voices were ignored. Her reflections highlight the universality of these experiences, reminding readers that medical bias is not abstract, but deeply personal. Stylistically, Comen writes with clarity and conviction. Her prose is accessible, blending historical detail with narrative storytelling. She avoids jargon, ensuring that her message resonates with readers of all backgrounds. Her tone is compassionate and inspiring, inviting readers to see medicine not as a neutral science, but as a human practice shaped by culture and power. The climax of the book lies in Comen's portrayal of agency. She insists that reclaiming women's health requires not only medical reform, but also cultural change. Her portrayal is both sobering and uplifting, affirming her central message, that women's voices must be heard, their pain validated, and their bodies respected. In resolution, All in Her Head affirms Comen's reputation as both a physician and a historian of medicine. Her book is both a chronicle and a manifesto, offering readers a framework for understanding the past and reshaping the future of healthcare. For readers, the book is both challenging and inspiring. It invites reflection on the nature of medicine, provides insight into the persistence of bias, and offers hope for those seeking justice in healthcare. Whether you are drawn to history, feminism, or medical reform, Comen's work is essential reading.